Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of us talking because we haven't really figured out a good name for it yet.
You guys still haven't given it a name?
I mean, I've been toying around with the name. I don't have a good name for it yet. I'm still tinkering with it.
Yeah, because this is like your beast.
I'm a little sad that it is, but I'm a little happy that it is too.
No, be happy. It's awesome.
No, but I want everybody to be a part of it. I don't want it just to be me leading all these things. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I kind of like it that way. It kind of makes it seem like it's your thing. Like Jose and I are both independently writing our own video essays, so it's kind of cool that you have your own thing that's yours. And then Nick once came up with an idea, and he might even pursue it too. So welcome to Rodrigo's.
I just hope you guys know that since you're saying these as we're recording, you guys are signing up to do these things, and we'll have to finish them. I'm gonna hold you to it.
Hold me to what?
To making these things that you guys are talking about.
I mean.
Yeah. You know.
I mean, I'm down. I got a pretty good idea. I like where I'm going with mine. Maybe I'll come with a new one. Jose told me a new one that's on his mind, and that's awesome, but I digress.
Speaking of soft whispers, this episode is going to be about ASMR. And so I guess just disclaimer, we love the community. We're not fully a part of it. This is not us trying to get into it, or not me immediately. I don't know about you.
I might be.
No, stop.
Can you?
No, I don't want that. I don't want because it's in my ears, and you're right next to me, and I'm I'm gonna fucking punch you right now.
You like you're doing taffy?
I'm gonna reach right now with my fist.
Okay.
You're a piece of shit. It's just because I started compiling a list of topics and things that we all sort of have a thing that we've discussed heavily, and you and me not for some odd reason, but you and me, we just sort of found our way into ASMR and really found we both peeked into the community. We've seen it.
Oh, totally. And I really hope that some of you watching this haven't gotten into the whole ASMR fad yet, and you're kind of trying to figure out what it is. Maybe you just looked up what is ASMR. We just happened to pop up somewhere.
Yeah, maybe.
Because it's a journey.
Oh man, when you actually start delving into it, there's so many places you can go to. But, I mean, I'm just going to go through the basics. So, what is it? It stands for Auto-Sensory Meridian Response.
Yes.
Right? I'm remembering things. And it's basically I don't know if you're getting it now. Maybe you are.
Oh, that would be a treasure.
That'd be funny.
Especially since,
leave it in the comments.
I'm very tired.
Oh,
I don't know if that's doing it for you.
You're about 2 feet away from just hitting the mic right now. You're Bleh.
I think I did. I hit it before we did a practice session. Go ahead.
But so for some people, like us too, and many other people who are in that community, there's just certain sounds that are very pleasing to our ears, and they kind of give you that chill in your spine, or that really warm feeling of coziness, or something along those lines. And there's a whole community of people, specifically on YouTube, and maybe other places actually, now that I think about it, that make videos specifically geared towards giving you that sense or that response. And for some people, it soothes them, and then it relaxes them. Maybe it eases them. I use it specifically when I want to start studying to bring me down, it eases my mind, because I listen to too much music and I pay attention to it too much. So I can't do that when I'm studying. I think about the music. But for some people, also like you and and me, it helps you go to sleep. It really calms you down. Some people are they're really good about it. They know what they're doing, and they're gonna get you to fall asleep quick. True. Which you would think, though, from a YouTube video, I want you to watch it, but it's no, these people are in this community of it's almost like a service kind of industry, and they want you to
There's one of them, and I know we haven't really gone into going over questions or stuff, because I know you got your own ideas of what to go over. I don't know if it's Heather Feather, or there's one of them that she specifically said hey, I made this Patreon page or whatever because you guys asked for it, but I just like to do this. So a lot of them are just like you said, they're doing this as a service, and I'm sure it does help them. They get the ad revenue and stuff. Yeah. Even though that's the worst thing to do is to have an ad before your ASMR video.
Oh man. Although I will say some people are starting to get smart about the ads that they do. So for example, I guess we're gonna start going over specific people. Allie from ASMR Quest, she started making some of her videos themselves like an ad. Sometimes in podcasts they won't make it up. they're like sponsored by somebody, so they have to read like a thing. But her video will be themed about the thing. So it's like the video is technically an ad, but it's just so she doesn't have to put like a loud ad right before you're gonna put in your headphones and do the thing, you know.
Speaking of which, this podcast is sponsored by How Beautiful ASMR Requests is. I'm kidding. Like, a lot of them are beautiful. I mean, I'm not kidding, obviously. Yeah. But a lot of them, and there's got to be like something with that, right?
Dude, I'm telling you, we've talked about this. I don't know what it is.
How are they so pretty?
I don't know what like freak coincidence there is that this community is just so like dense with like just really beautiful women. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can name like maybe 20 of them off the top of my head.
Easily.
And still have space.
Easily.
But yeah, without further ado, man, go ahead and do your piece.
So I was just gonna say what it is. We already talked about it a little bit. Also, if you want to know more information, like really in-depth kind of like scientific shit, Rooster Teeth did a really good documentary on it a while back.
I saw.
That was so good. Like they actually got like scientists to talk about it, and they interview people in the community and stuff like that. I guess we'll just start going off the basics. How did you hear about it? How did you know about it? You know, that kind of shit.
Well, my first like experiences with it is for me, one thing that always got me was stormy days, rain. The sound of that kind of got me. So like whenever things get gloomy, people normally tend to go with the weather. So like I would be in class and like if it was stormy outside and the class started to get dark, that would be it for me. Like I would just knock out. And then as time went on, like I guess that stopped becoming a thing. And sometime a few years ago, I was like stressed out from work, whatever, and I was like, I don't know, the sound of. I was just looking up sounds of rain and stuff, and then I realized that one thing that makes me really tired, because at work I might answer a phone call at like 10 o'clock at night or something, and one thing that would get me is there's like women on the phone who would like talk. I'm gonna try to mimic it, but it's not gonna come out as appealing. So I'm sorry, everybody.
I'm wearing headphones now. I'm gonna be the first one to know. You're
gonna get the anti-tingles.
Whoa.
Untriggered.
Yeah. These are terms, by the way. We'll explain them, I guess, later.
But yeah, they'll just be like, hey, I'm looking for, hold on.
Triggered.
Give me just a second. And I'm like on the phone, asleep at work. And like my coworkers are just like, hey, we kind of have to close.
Start poking you with a stick.
I'm just like, could you let me have this? And so I was like, maybe it's that response. So I think I looked up like women talking relaxation.
Really?
I typed that into YouTube.
Right.
And I came across, I can't tell you who was the first one, but I can tell you who were amongst the first ones. That's Queen of Serene.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah.
She had just left, I think.
Probably Heather.
Heather Feather. And it wasn't even ASMR Requests, but it was Maria. Yeah. Can't believe I forgot hers.
I don't remember. It's weird that I kind of know them all by names. I don't even know them, like, all of them by, like, their name.
Wow. Anyone who followed you on Twitter right now is like, no credibility. Good night. Oh, wow.
I'll look it up in a bit.
I don't know. It's kind of bothering me. Maria is, like, right now, currently... You know who you are, girl.
She's top 5 in the MySpace?
For real? Yeah, I think... And people... I remember reading the comment section of it, because I was like, I guess people actually watch this. And they're just like, you were like the new Queen of Serene, you're like the new queen of ASMR, and she put out like one of my favorites, which was...
Gentle Whispering ASMR.
Gentle Whispering.
There you
go. One of my favorites, suit tailoring.
Oh, yeah, she does a couple of those.
At the time. And for me, like, I would skip straight to about 20, 22 minutes in.
Yeah.
And watch 5 minutes and every time knock out. And it was when she actually does the measurements. I am a sucker for measurements.
Yeah.
So
good. Yeah. There's really something about... I mean, also it goes with, like, the YouTuber or the ASMRtist, as some of them like to be called. Like, the way, like, they do certain things. And some of them have, like, a really nice... Like, obviously, they all have, like, a nice speaking voice. They kind of need to. They're talking to you the whole time. But, yeah, like, the way that, like, she will give you personal attention, there's something about it that's very different. And it's not creepy, too. Because, like, sometimes, like, some people, they don't do the ASMR thing right.
Yeah.
And it just comes off as, like, kind of, like, creepy. Like, some of them just don't do it right. I don't know what it is. Because they also, some of them make it a little bit too sexual when it doesn't need to be. You know.
We're talking about you, Hungry Lips. They were just called Hungry. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I've knocked out to a Hungry Lips video. I've also been a little bit sprung from a Hungry Lips video. Just been like, man, I didn't mean to feel this way. But
did not come here for that.
Yeah, so those were my first three. And then I remember telling you about it at some point. Like, hey, man, I'm kind of hooked to this thing. And you were down. You were down with the sickness. Mm-hmm. And then it kind of grew on you, too.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely heard about it when you mentioned it. And then at the same time as when we started getting into, or like when Nick started talking more about like the Grumps and like the Let's Play community that he was talking to. And then offhand, Heather Feather came up because she is also like a fan of the Grumps or something along those lines.
Weird. And
it just came up in conversation. And then I looked her up and then I found other people. I found ASMR requests, and that was kind of it from there. Like, I was like, whoa, there's a community of people that do this, and they want you to feel good. I'm here.
Absolutely. And there's so many good ones. I think, I mean, I don't know what questions you have for this one, I think.
There's not too many. It's just like things that I want to mention
cool.
about it.
I don't want to jump ahead or skip something. No. But, like, visual aids are always helpful for me.
Yes.
Sketching faces. Sketchbook ASMR, I think. No, that can't be the name of hers. It's gonna kill me right now. But she has like a 7 series of like sketching you ASMR. She's great. Mm-hmm. And then I love the personal attentions, especially sci-fi themed ones.
Oh, I know you're big into the sci-fi ones. Yeah.
Well, my number one ASMR of all time until I messed up the playback on my computer once, and it really like hurt my ears. And now like I kind of get.
You get paranoid?
I don't get tingles. I get shivers. But of course it comes from our girl ASMR requests.
Yeah.
Allie, her first sci-fi one. Departure.
Is that the
Departure episode 1. So freaking good. If you have ever been to like maybe an eye doctor, mm-hmm. and you ever just like sat there and they've done like the 1 or 2 3 or 4, and like even though you're kind of just like, this is dumb, it's just like it's kind of cold in the room and it's dark and you're relaxed and you're just like, like the power's in my hand. Is it 1 or is it 2? She does that for you without having to do that. Like she just, perhaps you want this, and she kind of asks these open-ended questions that like in your mind you're answering, but it really doesn't matter because she's already drawn out how she wants the episode to be. Yeah. And then just the sound, like sci-fi sounds
they're rad, and some of them are pretty good. Like some of the people that do these things are like genuinely pull off good sound effects. They don't come off as just like cheesy.
Yeah, it's not like meow meow meow.
Yeah. Which kind of brings you up to a really good point too, which is I really feel like in this community it's really interesting because like obviously people come from all sorts of backgrounds, but there's a really big thing, or not like a thing or like a recurring theme, but like some of them are also pretty good cosplayers, or they all kind of have like this through line of wanting to do specific things or like activities or role plays is also what they call them. So like they want to be like like a doctor or an eye doctor. Like cranial nerve exam is the number one thing that like all of them kind of do at one point because they know that one is going to get the views, at least the views. And then from there, they can, go into their own thing.
But here's my thing. And I don't want to take a gimmick of asking questions.
No, please.
Of the cranial nerve exams, what is your favorite part? Because they tend to go through all 5 senses.
Yes.
Maybe they'll do like a scalp check or whatever. But for the most part, they do touch, normally like a Q-tip on the side. Like,
yeah.
They'll do ears or hearing. They'll do sight. Yeah. They'll do smell, which is... I've never been good with the smell ones. Like it's never.
That doesn't work.
Yeah,
obviously.
They're just like, it smells that. You're right.
It might be
cinnamon.
Do you smell that?
Yeah. Like, yeah. Whenever you see a creative nerve video, there's always some fucking moron in the comment section like, I guess.
Yes, yes.
This is raspberries. This girl's fucking stupid.
Oh God.
It's like, what scent is this? And then they'll put like me, a colon. Harame's dick. And then I'm like, go back. Go back somewhere.
Please. But so probably the sight one, just because it's very much just like in the realm of like, I know this experience, I know what's happening here, but you still go through the motions, and like it still makes you like, you know, feel those things.
Follow the light. Is it safe to say? Dude, a follow the light video can knock me out.
Good.
And good.
About good night.
A good night. A good brace. A good night. Sorry, he's one of my favorite. Not even one of my favorite hockey players to play as in games. But
also, so I guess also talking about the community, it's really interesting how so specifically Let's Plays, since we've we're sort of in the realm of that, you know, peering in, whatever you want to say about it. So we know how the community kind of works. You know, there's ways, there's like a meta to it. There's a theory to how, you know, gamers. I hate the word gamers, but gamers like interact with the people that make the content. Some of them will get mad at you because, you know, oh, you didn't do this, you didn't actually play the game right, X, Y, Z. Or some of them are just here for the funnies or the personality, whatever, you know, they like about the person. But the interesting thing about ASMR specifically is, for the most part, obviously there's still some really dark sides to the comment sections. They're all pieces of shit. However, it's largely a really positive community because so many of like the people that do ASMR are fans of ASMR.
Oh,
and they're fans of other people, content creators. Some of them might even collab, depending on, you know, how they can or can't. But for the most part, it's like really positive. Like, you'll see them in the comments for other people. And you're like, oh my god, you did a good video. Da, da, da.
I love that. Because that's when you realize, like, they are ASMRtists. Like, it's not like when you go to a prank channel and you see another person like LMAO fucking savage.
Follow my page.
Follow my page. Like, you'll see anyone really, and they'll comment, they'll say like, oh, that was amazing. Like, that got me. Like, I loved this video. This specific part got me.
Oh, you're so good at this part. Oh, your mic sounds so good. Da, da, da.
And then, like, the cool thing is, because I used to see that a lot with like Heather and Maria and Allie.
Yeah.
And then they did a 3-way collab.
Oh.
And the community was like...
The community was living for it.
Excuse me? No one could have told you, like, this is going to be big enough that we can get a collab going on.
Yeah.
You know, it's like... It's like whenever a young artist is performing at a live show, like, talking the hip hop scene for a second, and like they pull out someone like Drake or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, you guys are friends? Because I like your music and I like your music. And then now you guys are friends. Yeah. Like, I mean.
The whole crowd goes wild.
So it's nuts. And
it's the best.
And I love the support. For the fans, but mainly from the other content creators.
Yeah. Like, when you see it, you're like, oh.
Like, when's the last time someone who has a Let's Play channel said, hey guys, great Let's Play?
Don't just sub for mine. Like, just, it's good.
Yeah.
It rarely happens.
It doesn't happen. I think one person said, like, hey, we should collab. And we were just like, but we're not even that cool. Like, we're not even funny. Why would you want to collab with us? Oh, yeah. Wait until we get funny.
Yeah.
One day.
Let us get warm.
Yeah.
We haven't even done laps yet.
Watch our most viewed videos. I gotta say they represent us well, but I'm done plugging us. You don't have to.
Yeah, it's like,
if you've seen Pokemon, plug again. Then you know that I plug. Put me in an outlet because I'm a plug.
But really, that was really just kind of what I wanted to talk about. Like, just kind of that stuff. You know, what else did you want to bring up about the topic? Because there's many things we could talk about, but that was specifically it.
Okay. And hopefully you tag this video in a cool way that we can get these like new people who want to do it, but maybe they're like afraid of how it might turn out. Maybe they don't want to show their face. I can tell you right now, just like with most other channels, I want to believe, but definitely with this community, you will always find someone who likes what you do.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to come up with an idea that's different. Don't be afraid to, like, maybe you get triggered from teachers writing on a chalkboard. And so you want to do, not like in the rough way, but like in the comfortable chalk, just against the chalkboard, like the
Right.
Maybe that's your thing. If you have an idea, something that comforts you, try it out. Because I'm telling you right now, of course, I still love, the top ASMR artists, but I do everything in my power to watch as many new people as possible.
Yeah, there's something about them.
And it's not like, because with Let's Plays, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I've tried to do it with some people, and sometimes I just don't like it, or I'm not into it. They're going in another direction. But for ASMR, it's not like what you're trying to feel. It's what you just feel, because you use it as white noise. And then if something appeals to you and makes you tingle, you're like, I like this. Who did that?
Yeah.
And you watch more of their stuff. And also a Dream Beam ASMR, if you can come back. Tag her as much as you can.
Yeah.
I miss you so much, and I know it's been tough times, and for a lot of ASMR artists, like, you guys you're still people, and we respect that as fans. You're still people, and you're still gonna go through the things you go through in life, and it's not just our right, but it's our honor to kind of sit there and support you regardless.
For sure.
Of whether, you're there making content, or maybe you don't want to, maybe you make content that's different, maybe we don't like it as much.
Yeah.
But to support you, because if you go into ASMR, there's at least I think, there's a high chance you love it.
Yeah.
Because there's people who do it for no money, really, or not much money.
For some, yeah. I mean, I guess with most YouTubers,
yeah.
In the beginning, you're not going to get anything out of it. Immediately, there's going to be no returns. It's really just down on how much you want to commit, how much you want to put into it, and what you actually want to do with it.
Yeah.
That's going to depend on, whether you're going to make money in the long run or not. But, that reminds me, I'll never forget, because, when we started, when we were, heavily into it, because we kind of come, touch and go. Mm-hmm. We come back sometimes. But I'll never forget, because, there was a period of time when Ali, ASMR Quest, was kind of gone for a bit. And, that's when, I really started looking at, other people, especially people with, under 100,000 subs, 500,000 subs, newer people that were getting up and picking up steam. And I was like, oh, that person's really good, that person's really good. And then she came back one day, and I texted you, and we were like, what is happening? And then she told us what happened. We all cried about it. Yeah. It was super intense. And now she's making more content, and you see the whole community just kind of rallying around her, being like, we're so glad you're back. You're the best.
Absolutely. I like that. It's such a positive community, man. Positive content creators, and if you haven't gotten to ASMR, it might not even be your thing.
Yeah.
But if you've ever felt comfortable listening to a certain thing, look it up. Give it a shot.
It's really, really interesting how many ways people go about doing this thing.
Even the goofy ones. Maybe you need it for a laugh, because there are some ones.
Yeah, there are. Yeah.
There's one for any fans of a classic, I guess, WB. I don't really know. Not even classic, mid 2000s TV.
What are you talking about?
There's one for Johnny Test.
Wow.
The theme song for Johnny Test.
I don't remember that at all.
It's slowed down in ASMR format. It's
no, you showed this to me, I think.
In the life of a boy, Johnny Test.
Wow, I did not know there was one for that.
There's one for wrestling finishing moves that Jose and I saw, because we're big wrestling fans. And it's just Roman Reigns, spear.
Stop.
But here's the thing. Your voice might not be a golden voice.
Yeah.
You can just make noises. Because there's people who will straight up just say tisk 50,000 times.
Hey.
And they'll get a bunch of So if you're trying to break into YouTube and you're like, man, I want to try this thing. I think I could be good at it. By all means.
Go for it.
And even if people are comment and let's say you're one of the people who shows more chest, or I guess this one goes out for the lady ASMR artists. If that's your thing, and it makes people comfortable and it makes you comfortable,
yeah,
you go out there and you do whatever it takes, because there's certain ones who've gotten really popular. Maybe they show a little bit of chest, or they do a flirtatious one. I mean, flirty ASMR. She's out there, and I love her videos. Of course, it makes me oh my god, she is hot. But you can still be a great ASMR artist, even if that you use your sex appeal.
Yeah,
it doesn't make you any. Hungry Lips, I know we called you out. That was a joke. Your content, I've listened to it. I've liked it. Just because you do that doesn't make you any less of an ASMR artist as Queen of Serene or Ali or Maria or anyone else. So Anyone who does ASMR, do your thing.
You're the best.
Because I will watch your videos. I will not like it or subscribe it because I fall asleep halfway through. Which is a compliment more than anything. If you have low duration video time,
you think
it's probably the big. I know you're losing money, but it's the biggest compliment.
It might be. It might be. Although I will say though, I know specifically you. I actually talked to one of our friends, David, about this recently. You're not big into guy ASMRtists because, you know, whatever.
The only time I've ever been triggered by a guy talking to me is my eye doctor.
Like your physical, like actual eye doctor.
And he's just got the power, dude.
Some doctors just have that voice. That's also why another really interesting thing that they mentioned in the Rooster Talk is that there is, as far as like the ASMR community is concerned, there's actually a division between intentional ASMR and unintentional ASMR. So intentional are the people that are actually making the content, ASMRtists, you know, from doing whatever. And then unintentional is like the ones where you get like or it's like training videos or like doctors' appointments that are recorded on video for whatever fucking reason.
Yeah.
Or like actual doctors going through physicals. Because for the large part, like some of these like videos, they will have people or doctors or physicians or whatever that actually do have very soothing voices. And they will get you that same effect, even though it's just them doing whatever they have to do. Not like them trying to get you to feel, you know, tingles.
Oh, it's like us.
It very well could be. Who knows?
If you guys want to hear us do ASMR,
sorry.
We wouldn't recommend you requesting it, because hell no.
Don't.
Who wants to hear me go?
I'm the one now. I don't want it.
How about this? Here's how we're gonna end this out.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna give me a occupation,
right?
And I'm gonna give you an occupation,
and
we're gonna time each other a solid 20 seconds of ASMR. And I want people to comment or tell us in person which one they enjoyed the most.
I might just cut the episode here.
Jose's editing. Shut up. Jose, cut the episode right here.
I'm going to cut the episode now.
All right, Rodrigo. I want you to be a pizza delivery guy. I've never seen that before. I feel like it'd be good. Go ahead. 20 seconds ready and go.
Hey, I got your pizza here. You know? Pepperoni, sauce, cheese. Why are you... Oh, wow. Is that where you were going?
No.
That's not where I was going.
No, I'm waiting for you to...
I'm waiting for you to end it. I don't want to keep going.
You know?
I didn't sign up for this. No.
I thought... whatever.
No.
Go ahead.
All right. I want you to be the most ASMR-y NHL announcer. Go ahead, try.
So there goes Crosby with the puck. Oh, he's in the fast break. Passes to Trocheck. Oh, go.
Wow, stop right there, please. I'm passing out as we speak. Well, guys, that was it.
Someone out there was just like, man,
if only.
I wish I could unsubscribe to this channel, but I never subscribed in the first place.
Oh, look at you. You can subscribe now. Do it.
We just got flagged. Yeah, please subscribe. Subscribe to unsubscribe.
You know, Nick always gets mad at me. He's like, don't plug our channel. Dude, we're here anyway.
Yeah, we're here. We have no fear. Deal with it.
Yeah. Catch us next time when we talk about something else that's maybe not as soothing. Maybe it's going to be more aggressive. Who knows? We're going to get into your ears.
Yeah, if anyone from the ASMR community is watching this and like you watch our channel all of a sudden,
you know,
give us recommendations. Maybe Rodrigo will bring me back. Maybe Rodrigo will bring back Nick from the past few episodes. Maybe we might get to see Jose debut on this.
Who fucking knows?
If you guys haven't seen any of their stuff, I mean, links in the description. Yeah, episodes.
I'm gonna link that shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Linked up.
Can you put in the description? You don't have to keep this in the episode. Can you put like 3 or 4 different links for like good ASMR videos?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna get my top 5. I'm gonna find them.
Get your top 2, and I'll give you my top 2.
Deal.
I already have my top 2.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Yeah. Departure by ASMR requests and the first ASMR men's suit tailoring, or gentleman suit tailoring, I think is what it's called, by Gentle Whispers.
Yeah.
Always will be in my top 2.
I switch back and forth because I'm always going through new ones.
Same here. And there's so many new ones I love, but those 2 always have a place in my heart again. Thank you, 2, for being great ASMR artists.
Yeah, and thank you to anybody in the ASMR community that listens to this or sees this or, whatever you want to do with it. If you want to mix it, pop it, flash it, rename it. I don't know. Subscribe, like it, share it, send it to your best friend who doesn't know what ASMR is and they've been asking you about it. Who knows?
Yeah, and
it's very late, so we're going to catch you guys no, stop.
Go ahead and watch Undertale. It's the best series in the world.
I'm going to stop it right here. Bye, guys.
Oh, you stopped? Fuck.
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's so